Hey everyone! Alright, so here's the next tutorial, and it's actually based off of a sea creature, a sea nymph, mermaid, whatever way you want to take it, a fish, I don't know. But yeah, I'm using the same appliques that I used last year for the dragon tutorial, and I give a little bit of help of how to make them. I pulled most of my inspiration from sea life, pretty much, and also how sun beams off of water or gives like little flashes of light. So you can see I use sequins, so when I move and the light bounces off of it, you get like little flashes. And then also I use glitter, so it's glitter, sequins, frosty textures, everything that'll reflect light and also help the skin look shiny like you were in water. So yeah, with all that said, let's just go right ahead and get the tutorial started. Alright, now the first thing that you're actually going to do is you're just going to add your regular skin products. I already added concealer and powder, so yeah, have that done. Just do whatever you want. I didn't fill in my brows or anything because they're going to be covered anyways. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my eye makeup. So you can do whatever you want, however you want the look to appear. I'm just going to do like a purple smoky eye, so I'm just going to throw this on very quickly. Right now I'm just using a gel liner. Now I'm just taking a dark purple color and I'm just putting that right on top of it. But remember, just do whatever you want. Now I'm just going on top of that on my lid with a little black just because I want to darken this up a little bit. I want my eyes to be darker and everything else to be a little bit brighter. Now I'm just going to go in with a black eyeliner and then I'm just going to line the bottom and the top. So the eyes are done, and I just went in and I drew out a rough outline of where I'm going to be putting sequins. But now I'm going in with a teal eyeshadow, and I'm just going to go in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to do my cheek contour with this, because it's going to be connected with this. All of it's going to be connected. So again, I'm just going to hold this where I'm going to end up placing it. And then I can see that it stops right there, so I'll just make a mark. And then just like I would any other time, I'm just going to go in with this and contour with it. Alrighty, so contour is done. You can see it just has that nice sculpted effect, like I'm doing the fish face. Now I'm just going to go in with a brighter color and I'm going to do a highlight. I'm going to use a bright yellow to do this. Whatever color you use is going to be up to you, and I'm going to use mine wet to give it more of a glow, as you can see. Alright, now this is the part that's going to take the longest, it's going to take forever, and that's applying sequins onto the skin. The only thing that I can't stress enough about this though is when you put them on your skin, layer them how you see they're on here. You can see that they look like scales because they're layered one right on top of another. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to work from the top and work your way down, so that way you can layer them like fish scales. However you do this, again, it's going to be up to you. I'm going to do this off camera because it'll take up way too much time on here to record it. But yeah, that's all you really have to do. I'll just do a few on camera. Alright, I have all the sequins, well, most of them. This is pretty much how I'm going to do mine because I like this shape. But you can see I have them on. There's purple, green, blue, all that fun stuff. Now I'm going to take these. If you want to know how I made these, it's fairly simple. You can see on the back, it's just white foam. I never finished them. I was supposed to cover the back with sequins as well, except for this strip right here, which is what attaches to the skin. But it's just white foam and then permanent double-sided tape. Then what you do is you just cut the foam out in the shape that you want, cover it with double-sided tape. You could also use glue, but I just like the tape because that way if you don't like it, you can pull it off. But then you layer the sequins the same way. You start at the top, work your way towards the bottom, and that's how these were made. Then after I had all the sequins on, I just went in with a pair of shears and cut around so that way you could actually see the shape so it wasn't all round and bubbly, and that's how I did it. If you do make something like this, make sure you cover the back part that isn't going to be adhered to your skin, because if someone's behind you or whatever, they see that. So that's another reason why we do more paint than what you're actually going to see, because when this is on from the front, you don't see any of that, but if you're standing off to the side from over here, you see it. So that's why you want to cover the back with sequins. But go ahead and adhere that. I just put spirit gum on here, let it get a little tacky, and then I'll also put spirit gum on there. At this point, you can add anything else if you want to. I'm just going to go in with this right here, which is just a glitter. This is Jewel Marine from Mac Pro. Then I'm just going to dab it right at the bottom of this applique and work it into my contour. But I'm also going to dab it right here in front of it as well. Okay, glitter and everything is on, and right here looks a little plain to me, so I'm just going to add more sequins. So see, you can just build and build and build upon this look if you want. Now the very last thing you do before you move on is false lashes. I'm going to use these. They have like a patent finish to them. As you can see, they're shiny. These are from eeyelash.com, I believe. Risa actually gave them to me. But I'm going to use these because remember, the whole look is based around water and looking wet, so using these with the shine is going to help with that. So I'm just going to throw these on very quickly. I have the false lashes on, so the last thing I'm going to do is my lips. I'm just going to go in with this. This is more of a nude shade that's got a little bit of a sheen to it. Then once I have the lipstick on, I'm just going to go on with a yellow gloss. It's more of a dual chrome. It's yellow, but it's got a pink iridescence to it. Then once you have that on, you're all done. So the look is complete. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope this is helpful to some of you or gave you some ideas. And until my next video, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.